We'll start off by giving our praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of GMS for teaching nothing but the 100% truth. Shalom to you beautiful Akim that's believing the truth, pushing truth throughout the four winds, using your body as a living sacrifice. Hey, to you I say Shalom. Shalom to you very few Akwaf that listen and learn it in quietness as the scriptures say so. Shalom to your children as well. This is your brother Amath from the GMS Lake City camp. Lord willing, coming back with a edifying video. More so like a quick hit. But, oh crap, I didn't even do that. But, we are in some times, man. Let me see what I want to start off with. Well, yeah, we can start off with this.
Shalom.
So we'll just start off with it because it's going to go perfect into this video. We are in the times, man. While you Jake's out there partying and playing around and think you got time and think that hey, the devil ain't coming down with great wrath. Hey, they're setting stuff up while you're not paying attention, while you're distracted by the distractions. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And who is that? Who's the earth given to? Job 9:24, right? The hand was given over to the wicked. They're writing stuff into place to keep them in rulership over you. While you partying and playing, they are writing stuff to come down with great wrath, to take over you, your home, your possessions, your children, your money, your bank accounts. Hey, because Esau is trying to make it to where they got eyes on everything. They want to know everything. They control you. They control your children. They control your every movements. They want to control your thoughts. That's the time that we're in. We are in a time of war. This is why you got to stay circumspect. You got to stay praying. You got to stay in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Micah 2:1, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Remember, it is in the power of the so-called white man to write these wicked legislations into place to come down on you, man, with the wrath. While you distracted by Epstein's, by the NBA, the NFL draft, all these things that don't come to naught, all this stuff, world star, hip hop, bull crap, the Usher and Chris Brown tickets that's coming up in July, the concert, the tour. Hey, they're writing stuff to keep you in with chains around your neck, man, to keep they knee on your neck. This is what they do because it's been given into their hands. They're exercising their so-called power. That's what the white man is doing. I want it's in the Old Testament. I don't know why I went there, but this is Proverbs 4 and 16. It says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Who does this? The so-called white man. First and foremost, start with the elites, because Donald Trump and all them, hey, they ain't nothing but puppets. The elites are putting stuff into place for the new world order, man. They showing you that with a WEF formal squad, and they passing the script down to your presidents and all them, man. So the Rockefellers, the Dukes, they're passing the scripts down to come down on you tribes, man. Your 12 tribes, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, Haitians, Jamaicans, man. The devil is about to come down with great wrath. Let's get that. And you need to understand this, man, because we are in some serious trying times. The Lord is about to, the doors of mercy are about to close. Revelations 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So the devil is coming down with great wrath because he know he have a short time. Listen to this.
Listen up. I'm sure y'all know by now that there's a bunch of Listen up.
Trump's Justice Department is bringing back firing squads for federal executions. The Justice Department announced Friday it is continuing to clear the way for expediting federal death penalty cases, including by expanding the manners of execution to include death by firing squad. Under Joe Biden, the Justice Department reversed much of the work done under President Donald Trump's first administration related to expanding the death penalty in federal cases, which the Justice Department has been peeling back. Among the actions taken are readopting the lethal injection protocol utilized during the first Trump administration and expanding the protocol to include additional manners of execution such as the firing squad and streamlining internal processes to expedite death penalty cases. 5 states allow for death by firing squad for those convicted of the death penalty who have exhausted the appeal process. And this punishment will be against most dangerous criminals, including terrorists, child murderers, and cop killers, but not PDF files. I'm just saying, those people probably should be on this list, right? Anyways, I thought y'all'd like to know. Listen up. Trump's Justice Department is bringing back firing squads for federal executions. The Justice Department announced Friday it is continuing to clear the way for expediting federal death penalty cases, including by expanding the manners of execution to include death by firing squad. Under Joe Biden, the Justice Department reversed much of the work done under President Donald Trump's first administration related to expanding the death penalty in federal cases, which the Justice Department has been peeling back. Among the actions taken are readopting the lethal injection protocol utilized during the first Trump administration and expanding the protocol to include additional manners of execution such as the firing squad and streamlining internal processes to expedite death penalty cases. 5 states allow for death by firing squad for those convicted of the death penalty who have exhausted the appeal process. And this punishment will be against most dangerous criminals, including terrorists, child murderers, and cop killers, but not PDF files. I'm just saying, those people probably should be on this list, right?
Wrath, man.
Anyways, I thought
he's coming down with great wrath because, as the scriptures say, this is Isaiah 19:4. It says, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of the cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, and the Lord Yahweh of hosts." So the Lord is getting ready to give a lot of you 2/3 over to Pharaoh, which is at this time Donald J. Trump, because see, he's a cruel Lord, man. He's wicked. He's a cruel Lord, and this, what you think them firing squads for, man? They want to exterminate Jake off the planet Earth, man. They want to exterminate Jakes off the planet Earth. That's the spirit they in. This is Revelations 2:10. "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." Hey, this is the reason why he want to cast us into the prisons, man. They want to. Hey, they got torture mechanism there. When you watch the movies like Saw, Texas Chainsaw, you got all these movies, man, that Esau letting you know what they do, man. Thanksgiving, where they putting the body in the oven and they fixing it on a platter, on a plate. This is what them FEMA camps, man. This is why you got them fires going on right now. Them major fires. They're not just for 15-minute cities, startups. They're buying up land and getting everything set up for the FEMA camps, man. Because a great execution is coming off the planet. That's about to happen on the planet Earth, man. A massive number of people, not just Hebrew Israelites, right? People in general, man. They're about to go back to the spiritual realm. So this the time that we're in. So let me get that, and we'll close it off on that. Like I said, this is more so just like a quick hit. Let me see. I'll just start at verse 1 and read to 3. Ecclesiastes 3. It says, "To everything there's a season, a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal." See? So, there's a time to be born, there's a time to die. And a lot of you Jakes don't understand, You 2/3 out there, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, Haitians, Jamaicans. There's a time to die. We are at war. We are at war. Now is the time where you're supposed to be watching, praying that you can escape. And we'll end it off with that. I have to find that. Ecclesiastes 3:3, it says a time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. So we are in a time of killing, man. Esau, that cruel Lord, going back to that Isaiah 19:4, he is ruling the earth in cruelty and hatred with confusion. He's death. He's coming to kill, steal, and destroy, man, because he know that this is his last time, his last hurrah. Now he's got firing squads. They're bringing back the firing squads for what? Anyone that they contradict that is a terrorist, who doesn't stand for America, who doesn't stand for the Israelites, the fake Jews, that you're classified as a terrorist. But we're not gonna act like the stuff that came out on them with the Epstein files. We're just gonna sweep that under the rug. So we see that this boogeyman, right? This so-called big bad man, his feelings is hurt. So if you don't agree with his agenda, if you don't want to get down with his program, he's gonna execute you, man. So this is why you got to keep your head on the swivel. Let me get that. Let me see this. Watch that you may be counted. I think counted. Worthy. Yeah, here we go. Luke 21:36. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. So this is why you got to watch and pray, man, because the devil is moving. That Lord got this devil moving. He's coming down. He's coming with it, man. While you got your mind on all this stuff in the world, guess what? He's setting up stuff to where he can come down on you righteously in his eyes. Come down on you with that great wrath, because he understands that this is it for him. This is Luke 21:36 in the Message. It says, watch ye therefore and always. Hold on, wait a minute. I don't think it. Oh, it's in King James. I just want to see what it said in the Message. Same thing, different translation, but be on your guard. Don't let the sharp edge of your expectation get dull by parties and drinking and shopping. Otherwise, that day is going to take you by complete surprise, spring on you suddenly like a trap, for it's going to come on everyone, everywhere at once. So whatever you do, don't fall asleep at the wheel. Pray constantly that you will have the strength and wits to make it through everything that's coming and end up on your feet before the Son of Man. So, Lord willing, with all that being said, because that's self-explanatory, I pray that you was edified. Like I said, this is a quick hit. Hey, Trump has signed off on the firing squads. We're getting closer and closer. By all this stuff going on, that can only mean that the MOTB, which is the RFID chip, we're 1 minute, 1 day, 1 second, one step closer towards it, man. Which means with all these things, uproars, rumors of wars, at the same time, we're even closer for salvations, where we're going to see Yahweh Shai, to be able to stand in front of Yahweh Shai, the Son of Man. So, Lord willing, I pray that you was edified. This is your brother Ahmad from GMS Lake City camp. May the blessing of you be upon your household until then. Hey, Shalom.